Greetings all, FerrariMan601 here. Welcome back to iRacing and welcome to Mid-Ohio. Yes, this is another track learning video. Mid-Ohio, I have never turned a lap here in any sim. Complete, sight unseen, total unknown for me. I have no idea what to expect just by looking at the track map. I can figure that we're going to need medium to high downforce in an open wheeler, so here we've got the IR18 all booted up and ready to go, and we've got the track to ourselves. Track learning today. I tend to learn tracks pretty quickly. The last time we did this was at Belle Isle, also in iRacing, and also with the IR18. I started to feel confident around that place within about 10 laps, so maybe the same will be true here for Mid-Ohio, but every circuit is different. Every day is a little bit different, so we'll see how I get on here today in the IR18. In the cockpit here, everything's sorted as quick as you like. We will load up lap times there, just in case we actually start to improve. You'll also be able to see that on the steering wheel here in the IR18, but fixed screen there for the lap time might be a little bit easier for you to read on the video. However, we got our controls all calibrated, and yep, everything is set. We're going to put our mix into the safety car mode here, just so we don't get a little bit too over-exuberant. Ignition on. And we've got the engine up. And let's see, pit lane, we're exiting to the right, it appears. And the cone is right in front of us, so we won't make it up to the limiter. But off we go at Mid-Ohio. Okay, this is a long left-hander, and that's the pit exit there, curbing. And exit curbs here with some cones and a slip road. All right. This is all coned off, so that's an infield section, I guess. Up here, blind crest. I have no idea how fast I could take this. Not that fast. This is off camber. Long corner. This is, wow, that goes for 180 degrees. Okay. Exit curbing there. There was a DRS line there, so this must be a reasonable straight of sorts. Not quite so straight. Brake boards. Alright, so another long sweeping corner into a long sweeping left. Blind crest, we're off already. Alright, blind crest there, be very careful there. What we got up here? Wow, lots of blind crests here. Really got to pay attention to where you are. Right, heading into another long corner. Brake boards there, coming up on us quick, I'm going to say. Yeah, look at that. Blind on the apex, blind on the exit. Goes up here to, yep. That's a tight right-hander, and this is start-finish if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. Okay. Lap 1 at Mid-Ohio. Technically speaking, done. Not timed, though. So our first timed lap of this place. Here is the benchmark. This corner was long. Reasonably tight. Yeah, that's more than reasonably tight. That's properly tight. Longish, straightish. Through here. Keep the car off to the right. Be okay. Brake boards. Coming up. Now, brake. Okay, this is the S-bend. And here's where we went off at the top of the hill, so we'll be very careful through here. That's tight. And it's right over the crest there, where the radius of the corner starts to turn out again. That's going to be fun at full speed. Up through here, another blind crest. It's going to be fast and flowing. This is going to be slow. But it's a little kink, so I don't know. Maybe we can carry some speed through there. This is a kink, but this is not coming up. Right. And this is the final, well, penultimate corner before start-finish. Okay. Lap 1 done. That's a 127.129. Let's take landmarks here. That's the pit out. Don't want to go over that.
You'll have to slow down and give up the time gained.
Okay, so we can't go over that. That will get us a penalty. Fine, but we found the apex and exit curbs. Here, entrance curbs are pretty highly cambered. Might want to stay off of those. Exit curbs are flat. Exit curbs tend to be yellow. Make a note of that. Here are the cones, the other side of those slip roads. Just different configurations here, it appears. Brake boards. Apex curbs. They cut off a little bit too soon. Apex curbs here. Keep it in. Exit curbs there. Right. Apex curbs there were yellow. Make a note of that. I don't have any tire temperature, so I can't really push it through here yet. Exit curbs. Here we can push it toward the inside. Brake. All right. And here we get into that long right-hander. Okay, I'm remembering where the corners are. Picking up the curbing. Let's go to full power. Turn 1 here. I don't want to try this fast yet. I have no tire temperature. That's going to be a hard corner, I can tell you that already. On the brakes, turn it in. Wait to get on the power. This is a very tight corner. All right. Now, get on the push to pass. Full power. 6th gear. Gonna want a longer 6th. Yep, hitting the limiter. This is my barber setup. So slightly longer 6th. Take it easy through here. Good. Exit curbs. Already picking up the entrance here. Lock up on the right front a little bit. This is a fast sweeper. Just trying to build some tire temperatures. Kink. Let it go a little wide, I guess. Yep. Car's going to get light over the crest. Throw it in through here. Braking. Twitchy. And a penultimate corner. Wow. This is going to be a challenge. 112, 1.826. Well, that's an improvement if ever I saw one. You're never going to gain that much lap time ever again. Brakes. Turn it in. Being a little bit more aggressive now through mid-corner. Starting to get some tire temperature. Not on the push to pass. There's the limiter. We definitely need a longer 6th. Careful, careful, careful. It's going to go off. All right, went off a little bit. Hey, there's our ruts from the last time we went off. That's cool. Nice job, iRacing. Got the tires cleaned up now. Okay. The final part of the lap is actually a lot of fun, it appears. I just don't have the confidence yet to know where I can push it and where I can't. Let's just keep going. Alright. Last lap was slower. Take a little bit more speed through turn 1. Man, there's not a lot of room on the exit. What have we got? Good traction. Limiter, right at 12.2. Brakes. Alright, here's where we keep throwing it off the road. Keep it in. Alright, better. That's going to be a very challenging corner. That and turn 1, definitely the most challenging corners on this whole track. At least as far as where I am right now.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel left.
Alright. Running a little low on our gas tank there, that's fine. Down through here. Slightly off camber on the brakes. I have to watch the inside wheels locking. 111.719. Oh man, that's such a hard corner. Gonna need a little bit more front wing. Gonna need a longer sixth, slightly, ever so slightly. And a little bit more compliance in the rear axle, soften it up a little bit. Again, what I'm doing here is I picked up the entrance and exit curbing already on the first couple of laps. Alright, well, we stuffed it there. Don't know if we made any wall contact. Maybe slightly. But anyway, finish that thought. I picked up the entrance and exit curbing the first couple of laps. Therefore, I have landmarks. I know where to begin braking, so that's important. And I also know generally where the corners begin and end, so that's doubly important. Yeah, so that's 12 minutes in this session. 5 laps, 7 laps. The best lap was lap 5. So 7 laps, I already can find my way around. That's not a problem. What needs to happen now that I have some general idea of what's going on, let's take a look. The replay of the last lap. Turn 1, understeer city. So we definitely need a little bit more front wing there. And then cresting the hill in Sector 3, I think it was just a question of too much throttle. All through here. There's the rev limiter. See little spits of flame coming out of the exhaust as we're bouncing off the limiter. That's cool. What else here? Generally, the car's attitude looks pretty good. Again, just understeer in high-speed corners just a bit. And yep, there it was. Too much throttle. We did tag the wall. Not that bad. But we did nonetheless. I do like the latest update of iRacing. We're throwing all sorts of grass and dirt and stuff on the road. That's cool. Wish it would stay there a little bit longer, but there it is nonetheless. Very cool detail. Haven't seen that before in any other sim. And here picking up the pit lane. Getting to practice our pit entrance. That's good. Limiter line is there. Okay. Let's figure out what we need on this car. Definitely need some more front wing. Let's just crank it in big time. Let's go to 15 degrees on the front. The rear wing's already maxed out with a 3/8 wicker. Let's actually not crank in that much front wing. Let's do 12.5 with a 3/8 inch upper flap. Trailing edge wicker. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Chassis, long wheelbase. That's all we can run here. Let's see, brake bias. That can go a little bit farther forward. Camber and toe on the rear looks fine. I would like. I think anti-roll bar, it's already pretty soft. Let's get a little softer, put a little bit more fuel on board. Third springs, no third spring, and we'll see what those changes do. Again, you don't want to make too many adjustments because then it's hard to isolate what did what. Back out. So this is the pit exit line. Fine. Don't want to cross that. Evidently, you've got a penalty crossing that in both directions, so that's no good. We're still going to have 6th gear be a little bit too short. That's okay. Brakes. Second gear, keep it in, keep it in. All right, didn't go off at least. Big twitch. More big twitches. Got to build tire temp. Ah! Don't hit anything. Yes! We didn't hit anything. Carving more big ruts into the scenery. Alright, got our rear tires cleaned up. We need tire temperature. And in my experience, nothing warms tires up faster than driving fast. So, yep, we'll continue to drive fast. Understeer feels like it might be helped a little bit. We still have to figure out, though, exactly how fast we can go through turn 1. Right. How fast can we really take this? Not that fast. It was a thought. Track is not really that complicated. It's just it's the elevation and it's the camber. That's what you got to watch out for here, I would say. 110, 520, 4th gear through here. Oversteer now. Better than understeer. Brakes. 2nd gear, throw it in. Maybe we could lengthen 5th and 6th a little bit. But assume that would be essentially the only really solid overtaking place on this circuit. What have we got grip-wise? Rear is definitely not quite compliant enough for my liking. I can hear the rear tires slipping. Definitely could steal a bit more speed there. And through the final corner, that was about as much speed as I could afford. 109, 828. Man, you've got to be accurate through turn 1. But already feeling like I know where I'm going. Definitely not going quick yet, but I'm quicker than we were just 10 laps ago. There it is again, 10 laps. And I seem to start to get my head around things. Car started to over-rotate a bit there. Here we can steal more speed, we can go much wider. Yeah, that's the line we could take. Of course, this is the line we shouldn't take. Wow, okay. I wasn't sure which way the car wanted to go there. Oversteer. That was just a rookie error. I obviously didn't get my rear tires cleaned up quite enough. Now we did. Braking a little bit early there. I think braking early and often is the better course of action at this stage of the game. Second gear, careful on the throttle, on the power. Third gear. They can go wider, but then you got to be on the brakes right away. That's very dynamic through there. Lots of weight transfer going on. Your eyes don't have much time to pick up the apex of the next corner. Fourth gear, let's just be patient. All right. This track definitely does give you the sense of going someplace. It doesn't feel monotonous at all. You definitely understand that you're driving this thing and the track's throwing all sorts of obstacles at you all the time. You just got to deal with them. Keep it inside. That's more of a kink than a corner. On the throttle. Definitely can go a little bit wider through the apex. Wow, turn one, that is tricky. And it's got to be very precise, I think. I don't think there's much room for error there. We said coming out of this corner is more of a kink. Let's drive it like a kink. All right, a little bit better, a little bit faster.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
Ah. Ouch. That actually hurt a bit. Running a lot of force feedback on the DSPC, and that... Ow, that tweaked my, my arm a bit. You gotta watch that sometimes. Let's get the longer 6th gear in this thing. While I assess just exactly how much my wrist got twisted there. Yeah, be okay. That'll be sore. Anyway, back to business. Okay, let's get, I don't want to touch final drive, that felt okay. Let's go for some, nope, that's the wrong direction. Yeah. We were sitting at about here. 183, that might be okay for a race. 81, Let's go up to 1824. Should be okay. 5th was running out a little bit soon. 160, okay, that's reasonable. That is reasonable. Differential preload. I don't know. Ramp angles here on the. Let's lock it less. Okay. I tend to like to have the diff more open just because of the way that I play with the throttle. So maybe. Anyway, with some improvements made, let's see what that yields. Cold tires is what that yields, first of all. How's this feel on turn in? A little bit more bite. Let's test out the new 5th and 6th. 6th actually feels a little long now, but that'll sort itself out. Car's definitely rotating a bit more nicely. Cold tires again. I don't think I need to drive this point home, but this car is absolutely treacherous on cold tires. So get them warmed up. Half a second up. Pretty good, pretty good. Feeling happy. Through here, it's hurry up and wait. On the power now, we've got traction. This is a kink. Treat it like a kink. As much as you dare. Gave up a lot of time in the middle sector there. Coming through the end of the lap. That's hard. That third to last corner is so hard. The transition there. The car is right in that intermediate zone between mechanical and aerodynamic grip. 109.347. Definitely getting the confidence to brake a little later. Here, slow. And here, slow as well. On the power. This is okay. Lost a lot of time in the final corner. Look at that. 3/10 up in turn 1. A little bit of rear locking there. Brakes. That was 4th gear that time. briefly. A little bit of mid-corner oversteer. 108.910. Lots of understeer all the way through. Brakes. Turn it in, pick up the apex. Don't overwhelm the tires there. Okay. Man, when it breaks free there, it really does. Not much of a warning when it loses it over the crest. Just a little twitch in the transition, that's all it takes. Tires with some junk on them. Be aware of that. Man, this corner's so tight. That was a twitch, not as quite as big as the last one. Got away with it. .108.635, personal best. We're on our 20th lap. The whole of my experience at Mid-Ohio, you are seeing it before your eyes. We're now doing an identical time, basically, to what we did last time. Hurry up and wait. Don't overload the tires. Just get on the power when you're sure. Man, that inside front gets so light. 108.612, 0.02 of a second faster than the last lap. We're starting to build consistency now. Starting to learn where the grip is, what the car can do, what I can do. That's 21 laps. Over 30 minutes, and well, I know the circuit. I know where it goes. I know where to brake. I know generally where to turn in. I know where I've got to wait on it a bit. mean, generally, I think I'm most of the way there. My lines aren't perfect, no, that's subject to further investigation and revision. The gearing here isn't perfect, again, subject to further revision. Setup by any means is not perfect, but I know where the corners are, I know where I need to brake, I know where I can turn in, I know when I can get the power back on. Generally speaking, this is gonna hurt maybe. Hey, we didn't hit the wall, hooray! Generally speaking, and again, very generally speaking, I think we can add Mid-Ohio to the repertoire here. And say, it's a track that I kind of know my way around. Not bad. Not bad at all. So if I can go from knowing absolutely zero about a circuit to knowing where everything goes, and generally where everything is, in 35 minutes, I'd say that's pretty good. Call me a quick study if you must, but generally I think I know everything I need to know to feel confident enough to explore.
Got about 2 laps of fuel.
And we're running out of gas. If we don't keep throwing it off the road, you know, then maybe we could start to build some consistency for longer runs. I didn't throw it off the road yet. Almost, it wanted to. That was very twitchy. How's first gear through here? A little bit better. That might be part of the answer. See, it's little things like that now that I need to learn. Little things to adjust, little changes to make lap by lap. At this point, mostly in just how I drive the car rather than how I've got it set up. A fourth gear through there, that's not going to work. Pit in, pretty straightforward. That's not bad. That is not too bad at all, if I do say so myself. I want to do one more run. We will make 6th ever so slightly shorter. I like the diff. Take a little bit of fuel out. Third spring. Do I want it? Let's put it on. See if it makes any difference. Off we go. Remember, cold tires. I keep saying cold tires when we come out of the pits, but do I actually listen to myself? No. Again, still cold tires. It's really not until you start showing them some corners that they warm up. right, cold tires no more. Well, maybe slightly. That was perilous. Go a bit wider there. Again, still taking conservative lines through most corners because I still don't quite have the confidence. 108.596, new personal best. Ah. Ouch. Yep. Well, that's how you crash. Where did that get away from us? Now the car's bouncing around over those apex bumps. Yeah, right on turn-in, it started to twitch. And then, yep, you're just a passenger from that point. I don't like the third spring. I can feel already that it's just not what I want. Any roll bar feels good at the rear. Any roll bar at the front. Soften that up a little bit. Okay. Just went over the bumps wrong. I was careful on the throttle. It was the bump. That was car positioning. And that was just too much throttle doing a burnout.
You'll have to slow down and give up the time gain.
There we go. That's the way that's supposed to work. All right. Focus. Bumps again, same deal. Was ready for it that time, though. Again, little things, just knowing where the bumps are, knowing, again, where you can get the power on, where you've got to wait, what the best gear to be in is for each corner. Those are things that just come with doing more and more and more laps. We've already done the hard part of track learning. Now it's just a question of being able to do things consistently enough to where you can feel confident. And that consistency is not going to come in this session today. Ultimately, the last phase of track learning for me is to step away from it for a little while. Sleep on it, drive somewhere else, drive a different kind of car, and then come back a day or two later and see what I remember. Generally, I remember everything, but sometimes it does refresh the memory. I don't know how I held that. Still got to learn precisely where to turn in for turn 1. What I'm doing right now for turn 1, I'm just turning in when I feel like it and hoping that it sticks. Softening the front axle has helped a bit. Taking a slightly wider line through there gives me a little bit more space to get the car slowed down, which is good. Through here, it's just, you know, hope. And first gear through the long, slow corner seems to be the way to go. Brakes. First gear, get it turned in. On the power.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel left.
A little wide, that's okay. Actually, that might have been the ideal line. How I held that, I don't know. Lost all my time, but we did not crash it. Not crashing is generally a good thing. I'm just full of wonderful one-liner proverbs today. Not crashing is generally a good thing. That deserves to be on the iRacing quotes and iRacing tidbits pages that you get before you load in a session. And now I'm talking too much and distracting myself and going off. I don't think we hit the wall, though. I don't think we hit the wall. Car feels fine. The front wing is not flying into my face, so I'm guessing all is well. Right here, third gear, feed the power in. There it is. It's something I need to still get used to in this car. It's got nothing to do with this circuit. There are still moments in this car where I'm afraid to get the power on because I think it's going to spin up the rear tires, and it never does. I think it's just because I drive too many Formula 1 cars where they just have more power, and they'll spin up the rear axle even with traction control in second and third gear. This thing, no traction control, got 740 horsepower, no slouch, but big slick tires at the back. It's once you get grip in them, it's actually harder than you might think to spin up the rears. That was a big twitch. We're still going quicker somehow. Don't ask me.
You had about 2 laps of fuel left.
Roger. 2 laps. Aha, just 200ths. I think we have found it. 36 laps around here. Fuel pressure is low. Going into our safety car map. Save as much gas as we can. We'll make it back to the pits. Have a look at that. We make it back to the pits, just like I said we would. Not bad. Well, generally speaking, I think I have done what I set out to do here. 55 minutes and 30 seconds. That is how you learn Mid-Ohio. I'm quite pleased with myself. That was a pretty good effort. Of course, there are hot laps to follow here from Mid-Ohio just to show you the fruits of my labor over these past 55 minutes. So, hopefully, we were able to learn something. Just doing this track learning. New circuit for me, not a new circuit anymore. We've done 36 laps around here. Best lap time is, yeah, 108.596 on lap 26. So, I'm pretty pleased with that. I don't think I can complain. But yeah, hot laps to follow. Until next time, though, I do thank you all very much for watching. Ferrari Man 601 saying thanks, and of course, we will see you soon.